My name is Ramana. I'm born in Amsterdam, but I'm educated as a magician in India. India has a very long tradition of Jadoo, as they call it, magic. And this tradition is sometimes called parampara. Parampara means living tradition, or also known as the Guru Shishaya tradition. The tradition from guru to disciple that goes on sometimes for thousands of years. I came in India as an anthropologist, but my first interest in India was raised by my grandfather, who already went to India in the 1950s, before all the hippies went there. He was a doctor, but he had all kinds of strange hobbies, like yoga and meditation, that he used to relax himself during his working hours. And he told me stories about magicians that he met that could cut off their thumb and let it grow back on their hands, and he didn't understand it as a doctor himself. And he told me stories about the great Indian rope trick, whereby magicians could raise a rope, make it rise up from a basket. A small child could climb in the rope and disappeared up in the air. The magician followed the little kid with a knife between his teeth and vanished also in mid-air. Afterwards, you would hear all kinds of screaming sounds, and the body parts of the small boy would fall down. The magician would reappear, take all the body parts, put it in the basket, play his drum, and the boy would stand up alive out of the basket. He told me these stories, and I was completely fascinated as a small boy by these things, especially when he died, because in India he got his day of death predicted. When he died, we opened the envelope. It was in like a bank, and it was exactly right. I was so fascinated by this, so I wanted to see this with my own eyes, and I decided to go to India. When I was like 20 years old, I bought a one-way ticket to Kathmandu, Nepal, and I saw it with my own eyes. But I really didn't meet these traditional magicians that I met when I became an anthropologist and did my final research project in South India on intangible heritage, Kalari Payatu to be exactly. But I wanted to do something nice for myself besides, and that was to make a documentary about traditional Indian magic. And I met these amazing magicians you just see here. And after some time, I met a magician called Chand Pasha, 11th generation magician, who shared with me his biggest family secret, the secret of the nastarang, or the neck trumpet. This instrument cannot be played the normal way. Look, no sound. And as you can see, this instrument is completely empty inside. You see that? This instrument can only be played by Jadoo, or magic, as they say in India. Thank you. And maybe it's interesting to know that at the moment there's only 2 people in the world that know the secret of this instrument. That's the grandchild of Chand Pasha, because Chand Pasha, who teach me this secret, passed away November last year, and me. And I'm only going to give this to my own child and never to anybody else. That's the tradition of India. Because in the Western magic tradition, there's a lot of publications at the end of their lives. Magicians publish their knowledge, but in the Indian tradition, it's only given from father to son successively. After some time in my magic search, I met a fakir who shared with me this traditional fakir classic. Have a look at my tongue and see that it's in complete good condition. No piercings, no holes, nothing, right? And it heals completely by itself. No hole, no blood, nothing. Instant healing, as they call it in India. During my act, I sometimes invite people on stage to check things out and make sure that everything I do is as it is. A round of applause for this lady. What's your name? Axel. Axel, welcome, Axel. Axel, could you please say out loud here in the microphone what I have in my hand here? What is this?
A pillow with needles.
Can you feel and see that they're really sharp?
Yeah.
She just checked and saw it's really sharp. And could you have a look in my mouth and see that it's completely empty?
Looks like
Yeah.
it.
She just checked and verified that my mouth is completely empty. Thank you very much. Could please sit down. Needles. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three. And the last. Look, after I learned to control my nervous system, I learned to control the material world and to get control of a material object. Is there somebody with 5 euro cents in his pocket, like a small piece of copper? Otherwise, I would have one here, but it's better to borrow it. Thank you. 5 euro cents. I hope everybody can see this. Thank you very much. One of the oldest magic effects performed by Indian Jadugars is the so-called Hindu thread. Indian magicians, they believe that if you have a lot of luck in your life or a lot of problems, that's all because of the law of cause and effect. They call this karma. And they also believe that at the end of your life, you don't end up in a coffin under the ground or as ashes in the sea, but that the human soul actually lives on forever, and that as a human being, you are reborn in another body someday, somehow, and live on forever, you see? Maybe you on the side there all the way, the two people there, could you come forward, please? Yes, you too. Please. Or the lady there, could you please come forward there? Yes. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Could you please hold this for me like this?
Absolutely.
Could you please stand here, lady? Do you have a good imagination?
Do
Yeah?
I?
Yeah? Can you imagine this is an imaginary deck of playing cards that I have here in my hand? Take out one card. Have a look at the card. Which number appears on the card on your intuition?
Can I share?
Yeah?
6?
6 of?
Hearts?
Can you replace the 6 of hearts upside down in this imaginary deck? Thank you. This is imagination, and that is reality. And where imagination and reality meet, in our world, magic happens. You just saw the 6 of hearts, replaced it upside down on the deck. This was all the time in your hands, right? As we can see here, all these 52 cards are face up. You see that?
I'm watching.
It's somewhere in the deck. Oh yeah, here, there's one single card upside down. Can you take it out?
No.
Have a look at the card. And say out loud to everybody which card it is. Show it. Thank you very much. Please sit down. Thank you. So, after some time in my career, I was asked to join like a television show, a mentalist show, the next Uri Geller show, and I became the winner of that show. And people always ask me why, how do you do that? So I took a dessert spoon. The last thing I would like to share with you has to do with making wishes. I would all like you to think of a wish, something you would like to receive, achieve, or something you would like to do or to learn. It doesn't matter if it's material or immaterial, but I want you to concentrate on this candle flame and visualize in your spirit eye that your wish becomes reality here, okay? And as you do that, I want you to let your wish go up to the heavens. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you someday soon. And I'm passing on the Indian tradition of magic. My magic teacher asked me to open a magic school in Amsterdam. So if you want to learn magic, you're welcome to get educated with me. Thank you very much and hope to see you again. Bye-bye.